Feed bags are really useful, aren't they? $21.50. Let's get these wheel weights on there. See how they look. Well, we got the basic front end here, so let's go ahead and change that real quick. Right about a little better. Now I'm going to put the front wheel weights on. Get them locked and loaded, and so the front will be ready to go. And I ordered a new sediment bowl assembly, so that's on the way. I unfortunately did not get a bigger one, but I got a new one, and that one looks pretty old. I can't sit here and tell you that it's the original, but hey, look, a ballast resistor right about there. So I need to go to the parts store and get a bunch of extras of those. I'll keep them in a plastic baggie and toolbox under the seat conveniently. Well, and there you go. Not only does it look better, it's going to be effective, and those are 45 pounds a piece, so about 100 extra pounds up front I think goes a long way. I haven't got this one on yet, but clearly the before and after. You know, working with 50 pounders, you can pretty much do it by hand. I get the top one in first, and then everything else lines up. I still got to zip those with the impact, just a little light zip, 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 and we're on there for good. I ordered original, clean, brand new bolts for those. I just don't want to play around, plus the back side of them square. So yep, and I'll show you here. Yep, right there. So I'm pretty thrilled. Got the front emblem, got the weights going, got a book coming for the the fast hitch, so I'll figure out what parts I need or don't need. You know, it's the first fast hitch I've owned that wasn't a big one, so yeah, but it works good for the back blade, I can tell you that, and that tells me that it's probably going to work good with a disc and a planter. But what they're telling me is that there's an adjustment on there on the assembly itself that you need for forward and back adjustment, like you would on a 3-point hitch and a top link. So you know what I'm going to do is get the book, read the book. I will become a PhD on these things, mark my words, and then I already have a connection right now where I can get parts, pull them, and put them on here. I was thinking about just buying a whole new assembly and throwing it on there for $400 or $500, but if I can get the parts cheaper than that, why not? And there's really nothing wrong with this fast hitch. You know, there's really not. It's type of tractor so far, just using it, that man, would I consider owning more than one, or at least maybe a 200 or a 230. Really neat tractor to drive. I almost ashamed of myself for waiting this long to get one, but got one now. Let's throw the other side up on there. Well, we got the old Milwaukee. Taste as great as its name. It's overkill. I just didn't have a socket for the 1/4 inch. All right. That'll work. And not only will it work, it'll work well. I had them pretty tight, but no sense in them coming off down the road. There we go. As H Turbo says, there's rare as hen's teeth, but I got me some. Beep, beep. Well, I hate to be a mechanic in a can, but first thing I do before I clean the tank out is I use seafoam. I put about a half a tank in it, throw some seafoam in it. I think that helps loosen any gunk up and run through the line into the carburetor, and helps in there too. I've seen this stuff work wonders. Boat motors, it don't matter. So right about there should be the hole. It's in the hole. I didn't tear that thing completely off because, well, then I drop it in the driveway and there it lays for 2 years. Or actually more, get covered up with stone, but I put the full can in. Don't get chintzy. And I do run non-ethanol. I'm pretty sure the people that own this tractor before me, the 2-3 different owners, probably did not run non-eth, but I will, you know. And this Seafoam kicks off the fuel system cleaning season, and that does include tearing the carburetor apart, cleaning it out, throwing a new kit in it, making sure the float is set right. Somebody did mention could be a and that's true. That could be definitely a lot of it. If your needle valve just sits there and your float just keeps going up and down and up and down and up and down, it's just going to keep surging. So I'll throw a kit in it for, I don't know, it used to be you could joke around, throw a kit in there for 40 bucks. I think an entire kit's probably closer to 80 or 90 anyway, but yeah, you can see that whole can's going in there. And I'm not a hurry worry. Every last drop. And now what I'll do is I'll go get about 5 gallons of non-ethanol. There's probably 4 or 5 gallons in it now, but I want to stir this stuff up pretty good, and that'll do it. Just dumping the other fuel in there. I'll spare you the agony of watching me dump fuel in, but yeah. Stage 1, step 1, let's go. All right, well, it's fired up. We're hot. We're in neutral. Just starts like a dream. See how it idles. See, to me, that's just a perfect idle. Hang on. Let's go down all the way here. Right up against the rattle, rattle, rattle. I got that rain cap off of Jeff Baird. Drove West Virginia just to buy a $6 rain cap. It was used too, so. You know, I could tighten them bolts up. Uh-oh, what are we doing? This is when you get off there and adjust your idle screw. But yeah, just run some Seafoam through it, some fresh fuel, and just keep working it out. But not gonna know what to do with the Seafoam in here. Gonna do something though. Go up. That's something. The next thing too, after the fuel system, is gonna be this transmission. I think they said it takes 19 quarts, which is like 4.75 gallons. I'll just call it 5 gallons. You can see the fill plug there, that's not original. Somebody must have lost the original. They should be recessed. At least I've never seen one that wasn't. And but you know, I can see it works. I mean, you can get a hold of it, but even the recessed ones, I just take a breaker bar, stick it down in there and turn it, you know. But yeah, the rear end is most definitely next. And I think what I'll do, well, it's in a different video. We'll talk about it then. But going 3rd gear. Gotta worry about doing a wheelie now. Just make improvements on a tractor, you know, even if it's something small every week, man, you know, in a year, you've darn near rebuilt the thing. So, yeah. Still wants to spit and sputter a hair, but it does sound a little better. What it is, it's steadier. Get a sticky needle valve and gets funky on you, and that'll do it too. So we'll drive up the road here, run some clean fuel through it. I don't want to go fast over these tracks because the back blade seems to like that. Alright. We're in 3rd gear. Sammy Hagar, 3rd gear. See them fancy wheel weights. There you go. You know, you're not going to smoothen it out in one fell swoop, but it's a start. Everything I did to that M when I got it is everything I'm going to do to this. And that M is a screamer, so this will be too. Yeah, it's smoothing down a lot, man. I am not telling you that seafoam is the cure-all, but it's part of the equation. You know, if there's 10 pieces to the pie, it's one piece in my arsenal. I know people that once a month they put it in their car, so. Now going down the hill, you'll hear it really clear out. Yeah, see, no call for fuel. Got some soybeans there to pick. With all the rain and everything we had this year, boy, did they produce. All right, that's clear down on the idle. Other than the ting, ting, ting up top, I think that's a perfect idle. It's got a little bit of dirty fuel issue, but yeah, you can see it's clear down. Rock bottom. And I know it's supposed to be at 500 RPMs when you adjust it, but it'll get better and better every day. Keep tinkering with it. Oh, there she sits under cover. And there's nothing undercover or incognito about this tractor. It's going to stick out like a pearl in an oyster. And for the third upgrade, and I don't consider this a minor upgrade. You can see these caps, they do leak and they are dangerous. I had one on the H. Every time you filled it and you went out to the field and sloshed around, fuel would come right out of the top of that hole and run down the side of the tank. That's a no good deal. So we're going to go ahead and put the brand new free cap that I ordered on there that's double vented, as you can see. And there you go. Out with the old, on with the new free one. So what do we do today? We got an emblem. We got front weights. And we got a new safety cap that's free, and they're worth about 35 bucks. And for all you guys out there driving with these, I'm going to leave you a link in the description down below. Get rid of these. Go with the Abe Lincoln top hats, and you'll be a lot happier. All my tractors have them now. The H, the Super C, the 400, the M, the 756, and yes, even the A. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow at the auction. It's Farmall Friday. Boom!